But first, calls for change on a grim anniversary. 10 years ago today, police discovered the first of 11 bodies at the Imperial Avenue home of serial killer Anthony Sowell. During his trial, two survivors testified that they warned police who didn't listen, and that led to changes in the way sex crimes cases are handled in the city. John Kosick looks at whether those changes are holding up.
October 29, 2009, police discovered two decomposing bodies in the Imperial Avenue home of Anthony Sowell. The next day, 3 more would be found. Within a week, the total would climb to 11, as police insisted they were unaware of any wrongdoing involving Sowell.
I wouldn't say we dropped the ball. We were very vigilant in what we did.
But in the trial of Sowell, 2 victims of his who escaped would tell of going to police who showed no interest in helping.
They failed me before. They failed me. They failed me. They didn't help me.
Sowell will be convicted and sentenced to death in 2011, and the city would impanel a special commission on missing persons and sex crimes investigations that would come up with specific recommendations, and immediate steps were taken to implement them. But just as the homes that once lined this crowded block have disappeared from the landscape, so too have many of the items in the report, according to the head of Cleveland's Rape Crisis Center. The center CEO, Sandra Miller, speaking before Council's Safety Committee, applauded the addition of a second full-time advocate from the center to work with police, but also offered this warning.
I think they will have a limited impact if we're not able to provide additional staffing resources in particular to the investigative unit.
As Councilman Matt Zone says, when it comes to the police department's domestic violence and sex crimes units, the money is there, the bodies are not.
We still have our specialty units that are still woefully understaffed, and as a city we need to do a better job. There are plenty of resources to fund these positions. It just has to come with an intentionality and an urgency within the police department.
Yes, while 11 trees now grow next to the site where those 11 lives were lost, Zone knows a more fitting tribute lies in taking steps against it happening again. In Cleveland, John Kosick, News 5.